Hey down here, hey back with Seduce me. So I've been trying to just record Mass Effect so I could pretty much just upload it as fast as possible and get going with get going with Andromeda, meaning that yes, thought, hey, let's see if I could do 3 games with just 2 videos a week. And yeah, it didn't work out, so obviously Andromeda has been out already, and the files are so big, they take so long to edit that I missed an upload last Friday. So I'm going to start doing Seduce Me in other games along with Mass Effect. So especially because I have been curious about where this is going. We left with a cutscene. With a cutscene, nothing. This is from Mass Effect. Left with God damn it. What's the name of this? The flashback. So last time we found the demons, punched them because they kissed us and trespassed into our new house, and now we're having a flashback after they made us dinner to make up for everything they did. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so I was standing alone, the entire classroom was filled with laughter and chatter, but I stood in the midst of it, quiet and alone. It was strange seeing the whole world pass in front of me with such vibrancy, all while I stood there. On the plus side, I wasn't engaged in any of the drama that might have arisen, like scribbling on someone's paper for revenge or kicking someone too hard. It was kind of nice just standing back and watching things pass by and life go on. I had long before convinced myself that I preferred being alone. I often said to myself in encouragement, yeah, I want to be alone. There's no one I like better than me, so I ought to spend more time with myself. That's sad. But there was a certain bitterness that, coupled with being alone, made me feel so sad. There was a difference between being alone and lonely. I just didn't realize it at that moment. And even after that moment, my father, my mother, there was no one to turn to. I was so lonely. That's when I decided on it right then. I was going to see my grandfather. I didn't care if my father wouldn't take me. I was going to walk my way over there and see what he had to say about it. Hell yeah, I better be able to walk from and back there from your grandfather's house to the school and back and forth because if your dad goes get you every day, maybe it defeats the purpose of you living alone? I don't know. Anyway, I never I never met seen him before that. Huh? What better times to see him then? If no one else was going to help me with what I was feeling, I might as well have turned to him. So after school I decided to walk there. I had no idea how to get there, and I was armed with only a scrap of paper with the address scribbled on it. As a 7-year-old, I obviously had great ideas. Oh, okay, so I'm guessing it's a different school. Oh my god, you're 7! I soon became lost. And like I always did when I felt lost, I just stood there on the sidewalk, back pressed up against the wall and eyes looking at the strangers passing by. And like always, people continued to pass by and life continued going on. I was sadder than ever. I had ended up in the situation I was originally in. Nothing had changed. I thought that I was silly for even thinking that I could change things with my own hands. That was until a voice brought me back to reality.
Hun, is that you?
I looked up and saw an unfamiliar face, but it was obvious that whoever was talking to me knew who I was. Hi, Grandpa! And from that moment, things began to change. Life began moving in rusty joints, and I realized that things were moving along. Suddenly, I had become part of the crowd that moved like a blur past me. I was no longer someone who stood still and watched others hurry past me. Life had changed. I had changed. Because the very person who found me that day was my grandfather. I had the opportunity to help them, though would I? I wanted to, but I wasn't sure if that was the best idea. After all, 5 demons in my house wasn't exactly the living arrangement that I had imagined when I first moved in. 5 sex demons, that's important, Missy. Let's not forget about that. It was a matter of making sure no one found out about their powers. Thinking about them as lab rats made my stomach queasy. I don't know, if anyone's a jerk, maybe you could just make one of them a lab rat? That's an idea. Even if they passed for humans, how would I explain having guys living in my house? I imagine if my friends came over, they would practically think I was part of an iron or something. Yeah, a reversed one. Or maybe they'll like one of the demons or two, or maybe they'll take the demons off of your back. You never know. Oh God, imagine if my parents came over. I think my mom would faint. I love this. Who knows what my dad would do? I think he would have them arrested on the spot. Well, it's your house and he was the one who kicked you out of it, so if you say you invited them to live with you, I don't think there'd be anything wrong with them. Oh, maybe you should ask them for rent. That way you're just getting money to one day invest on the company or something. Maybe that would work. I mean, he does want you to think of the future, so. Ugh, this was art. Maybe I should have written out a pros and cons list for actually having to make the decision.
Don't worry too much about it. You have plenty of time to decide. Besides, you should do what makes you happy as well.
Oh, hello, dead grandfather's voice. Is the place haunted? It was strange that I happened to remember what my grandfather said to me when I was little, but it did kind of make sense. They weren't in the same exact situation that I was in before, but I did want to help them out. I think it would ease my conscience and also make me a bit happy to give them help, as weird as that sounded. Clenching my hands into fists, I strengthened my resolve to speak up. Well, you could.
What was that, lovely lady?
Hey, Eric. There is,
Spit it out already.
Thank you, Sam. You could stay with me here if you'd like. As soon as I finished my sentence, the room became still. My God, all five of them are just staring. I'm not sure what went through their heads for my words. The silence in the air cut like a knife until I finally spoke up once more. It seemed like you all needed a place to stay, and well, I just moved into this current house, so it seemed like it made sense. It was still quiet in the room. I decided to keep talking. If you would like to stay here, though, there are two things that I need all of you to follow.
Yes?
Hey, James. First of all, you can't use your powers or deliberately do something that might harm me or any guests that come over. Well, save for enemies, but you get the drift.
That sounds reasonable.
Oh, right, that's the orange one. Hey, Damien. Forgot which one you are. Second, you have to help me with any errands around the house. This place is kind of big, so yeah.
That is a generous offer, miss. Are you sure that would be okay? We don't wish to burden you any more than we already have.
Oh, it's fine, James, as long as you don't correct my grammar or spelling or anything of the sort. It's alright, really. I mean, I just started living here myself, so I would appreciate some help around the house.
A wonderful idea. We'll live here and train while helping you with the house. Servants for the lovely princess.
Oh, Eric.
What? Are you serious?
Someone doesn't want to work.
Shh, be quiet, Sam. I haven't slept in the bed for days.
Oh, poor Matthew. They all seem to like the idea, except for Sam. And hey, I didn't really hate the idea either, even if they were incubi. It would be interesting having five guys help me with taking care of the house, given they would follow the rules that I had just laid down.
Grr, fine, but we're not staying here forever. Only until we can beat up that group of punks.
I like Sam.
I think that is a reasonable time limit for our stay.
Yes, this is awesome.
Also beautiful. If you need a bedfellow.
Shut up or you'll get punched.
Eric, knock it off.
Thank you. I was happy. Oh, achievement, sort of something new, and you can see it because it doesn't get recorded, but I got an achievement. I was happy that they agreed. Maybe it was because I wasn't going to be lonely for a while. Maybe it was because they all needed help, and my want to help people was still fulfilled. I would never be sure. Plus, I get to punch him if they misbehave.
So what are we waiting for? Let's celebrate and dig in!
You're so adorable.
Finally, I'm starving.
You eat food? Instantly, Matthew and Sam began to stuff themselves with the food on the table. I noticed James' eyes twitching in irritation, so I stifled my incoming laugh.
Really, you two? You're both acting like pigs.
Oh, let them be. And one of them is acting like a cute puppy.
Oh, let them have a little freedom, James. It's not like we've eaten recently either. I'm sure they've been starving.
Why not eat while she was unconscious?
Still, that's no excuse for stuffing their faces like backyard swine.
God, you are so stuck up. I almost couldn't hold it in. So I didn't. Okay, so there was a Harter. I don't know who it was from. I couldn't hold in my laughter anymore. As I laughed, Matthew and Sam looked my way, faces stuffed.
Is something funny? What are you laughing at?
Oh God, I love the voice acting in this. I stopped to catch my breath. I leaned over the table and took a few breaths before replying. You both are so funny. Both of their faces turned a slight pink before they looked away from me and they swallowed the food in their mouths. Matthew looks happy. Sam's a bit pissed.
Shut up! We're not funny. We're hungry.
Well, we're glad that we made you laugh.
Shut up, Matthew!
I love this game.
What? I'm just saying.
See, James, it's entertainment for her.
Eric, you're not supposed to say that. James disapproves. They were funny to me. At least they enjoyed the food. As I watched, I took a couple pieces of food for myself and placed them on my plate before eating as well. Eventually, we all ate dinner together. It was strange, eating with just guys, but they were enjoyable to be around. They made me feel like a part of their family as we ate together. However, our peace was soon disturbed. Okay. Huh? It's my mom. Excuse me. Hello?
Hey, honey, how are you? I'm sorry I didn't get to see you off.
Oh, it's okay, Mom. You probably would have wanted to enter and then you'd find 5 demons passed out in the hallway. So, yeah. Best that you didn't come. Hi, Mom. Everything's fine. I'm actually eating dinner right now.
Oh, good, good. So there was food there. Well, your father wanted me to call and talk to you about having a house party tomorrow night to celebrate the new house and all.
Okay, so we're gonna have 5 demons stuffed in a closet tomorrow. Okay. A party house tomorrow night? So soon?
Your father insists. You know how he is with events.
Not really, because I don't really know that much about father, but okay. I knew exactly what she meant. He didn't like longer lasting periods between important events. It was slightly messed up. How is this an important event? An important event. Really, I don't get how this is important at all. But okay. Uh, was expected to act on the drop of a dime, from moving immediately the day after a funeral to my grandfather's house to now organizing a party. Yeah, you didn't even let the corpse get cold, did ya? I know, well, since I don't exactly have you two here to help me arrange it, I'm gonna need some time to prepare things.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, Suzu and Naomi can help. I have work, and you know how your father is.
We have 5, 6 demons, so we don't really need your help, but okay. I know I have to do it myself, you won't help.
I'm sure it'll be amazing, honey. I have faith in you.
Wait, we're making a party for how many people and who are they? Is it just for our parents and our friends or for the entire company? And maybe everyone from school, and How many people is it gonna be? Thanks, Mom.
Alright, I gotta go. I love you, sweetie.
Love you too, Mom. Oh, I guessed it. Great, now how am I going to do this?
Is something wrong?
Yes, I need to hide you and make a party.
She has to organize a house party for her parents.
Hey, mister. No mind reading or you'll get thrown into the... or you're gonna sleep in the house dog. And if there is no house dog, then... well, too bad for you, you're sleeping outside anyway. How did you... oh, right, mind reading. Don't do it. But yeah, gotta do it sooner. My parents will be really disappointed. I'll have to stay up and organize everything tonight.
Hey, why don't we help you? That's what we're here for, right?
True.
I don't see why not.
Sam is not gonna want it, is he?
I can name a few reasons why we shouldn't.
Of course he is.
Sam?
Back off.
We'll take care of everything, miss. Just leave everything to us.
Okay, Daniel. No, please, Damien. Orange dude, please. Read my mind now so you'll know everything my parents and friends like. Please. Otherwise, I'm sure this is gonna be a complete disaster. It was surprising. I didn't think the boys would offer help right off the bat. I couldn't help but smile. I was actually rather thankful now that I let him stay. Now I didn't have to do everything alone. As I kept thinking about it, I couldn't help but yawn.
Feeling a little tired over there, princess?
Stop calling me princess. Yeah, it's been a long day. At least tomorrow's the weekend so I can sleep in. Then it hit me. Wait, where are you all going to sleep?
We found some guest rooms on the opposite end of the house from the master bedroom. I'm sure those will do just fine.
I figured it's a big house would have plenty of bedrooms. Oh, got it. All right then. I'm heading to my room to study and sleep. I guess I'll see you all tomorrow?
Have a good night.
I will, you too. With that, I left the dining room and went to my room.
Eric, no.
Thanks, James.
What? I wasn't going to do anything.
Uh-huh.
Yes, he was.
Oh, mind readers.
Shh!
As soon as I got into my room, a wave of exhaustion hit me. Why am I so tired all of a sudden? I just woke up from that nap. Because you were around the Shax demons and they told you that they don't really need to touch you? Wait, no, wait. Do they need to touch you to eat or just be in your presence? I know they don't need to kiss you. I'm not sure if just being in the same area helps them, like, feed from you or not, but just not kissing isn't safe. But whatever. I dragged myself to my bed and held up one of my bags. I opened it and grabbed my economics book, knowing that no matter how tired I was, I had to study at least a page or two before sleeping at last. The words on the page scrambled in my mind as I read through them, but after 2 or 3 tries, I managed to understand what the page was about. Equations, ugh. Finally, I decided to change into my pajamas and head to bed. Today had been a long day and I needed a rest. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. 3 days of surprise in a row would kill me. Aw, poor baby. With that thought in mind, I drifted to sleep, embracing the darkness of slumber.
You fucking pretty boys think you're all that, huh? Well, save that to the end of my pistol!
What the fuck? Huh? What's going on? Oh, actually, I wasn't expecting us to have a say here. I couldn't move my body. I felt like I was tied up, and I couldn't see anything beyond the darkness that surrounded me. Yet I could hear the sounds of a heated argument coming at me from all directions.
One move and she gets it!
Oh god, don't tell me we're kidnapped already.
Let her go!
Matthew?
Come on, chicken shit. Fight us like a real man.
Chicken shit?
Like you scare me, Sam! Come on! Take one step, I dare ya.
Why can't I see?
Stay away from her, Malix!
Okay, you got the name.
And what are you gonna do, nerd boy?
Suddenly I felt myself pulled to one side and arms wrapped around my body protectively.
I've got you. Don't worry.
Okay. Huh? Eric? So as I was held in a tight embrace, I felt the world around me once again settle into a low, peaceful hum. The hostility of the dream before had faded into black as the arms around me rocked me comfortingly. Slowly, though, my eyes fluttered open and I looked up at the person holding me. Damien? I stared into the eyes of Damien. His face was painted with worry and concern, and I knew he must have seen my dreams. Stop reading my mind! Why did I dream of Eric holding me, though?
You can't control your dreams.
Again, stop reading my mind. Oh, well, I guess you're right.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. What time is
It's
it?
9 a.m. James and I were making breakfast when well...
Read my mind. You can't control your mind reading?
No, not yet at least. I hope to learn eventually, though.
Okay, fine, you can read my mind, but you better learn. God damn it, Damien. You're gonna end up scared for life if you just see everyone's mind. Trust me. People think some weird shit.
Is everything alright?
Yeah, I'm alright.
That's good. I'm assuming you had a nightmare.
Yeah, I'm sorry for disturbing you both.
You didn't disturb us, miss. Besides, we'd rather make sure you're okay before anything.
Oh, James, you charm. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna end up fainting from all the blood going to my cheeks.
Now, why don't you come downstairs with us and have some breakfast? I'm sure some nice food will take your mind off of what you dreamt of.
Why, thank you, James. It was embarrassing to be the damsel in distress once again, but I felt rather happy that James and Damien were concerned for me, despite only knowing me for a short time. Wasn't sure if it was a courtesy or if they were genuinely concerned. Well, first, they better be charmful if they're incubi. Second, well, they are living in your house, so they gotta make sure you're happy, otherwise you'll just kick them out. So. I couldn't exactly read their minds. No, only Damien can do that. Alright. The two boys led me back to the dining room, where the smell of bacon and eggs danced in the air. Always a lovely smell to have around the house. The smell wafted from the kitchen and made its way into the room, making my stomach roll in it. Breakfast smells good.
We should be done with breakfast soon. If you want to sit down at the table, you can.
Thank you. I nodded before sitting down. To sit down, however, my mind drifted back to the dream I had. That feeling of hostility around me made my body shudder instinctively, even though I knew it wasn't real. I think you might have some premonitions. However, as my eyes closed, I felt a hand place itself on top of my head, breaking me out of my thoughts. Huh?
Morning. You alright?
Oh, hey, Sam. Yeah, I'm fine. Sam, the other of the hand on my head, raised an eyebrow at me before rustling my hair. Don't do that. And moving away to sit down at the table. He then barked towards the kitchen where James was working. Okay, I think you might remind me a little bit of that here.
Hey! Is the food done yet? I'm starving!
With some Joe and mix then.
There's no need to yell, Sam!
You're yelling too!
Oh my god. This is awesome.
Don't argue with me!
From behind me, Eric appeared and sat behind me, rubbing his temples in obvious annoyance.
Can we not yell this early in the morning? It's not like we're in the castle.
You guys have a castle? Castle? For some reason, when I heard the word castle, I couldn't help but yell in surprise. These guys had a castle? Sam looked at me and smirked at my reaction.
Yeah, we have a castle back home. Our dining room's 10 times bigger than this room.
Pfft. Show off.
And wouldn't it be logical to not yell?
Whatever.
Soon James and Damien appeared, hands full of plates that carried bacon, eggs, toast, and waffles. He placed the plates down by each seat before seating themselves.
My favorite.
My God, the way you talk.
Finally.
Thank you for the breakfast. It looks amazing.
It's our pleasure.
Again, all of a sudden my phone began to ring, answering me to pull it from my pocket and answer. Hello?
Hey, good morning!
Oh, hey, Naomi, you're the goody goody two shoes, right?
Guess who's at your door right now?
Oh, it's Boat. Right on cue, there was a knock from the lobby door. My heart stopped. Suzu and Naomi were here. Okay, everyone, this is not a real. Get the fuck out of here.
I'll get it.
My heart quickly began to pound in my chest. Matthew was in the lobby, and he'd get to the door first. I instantly jumped out of my chair and rushed out of the dining room. As I passed through archway between the dining room and lobby, I saw Matthew reach his hands for the brass door handle, causing the world to go into slow motion. Matthew, don't! But before my words could reach his ears, Matthew had opened the door and revealed the surprised faces of Naomi and Suzu. You didn't think it through, did you, Matthew? Suzu doesn't really look impressed. The world around me stopped, as Suzu and Naomi kept their eyes on Matthew, who merely stared back in fear and embarrassment. I could feel the air go from warm to freezing in a matter of seconds.
Hi?
You're so adorable. I could not believe this was happening. How was I going to explain this? This week was already bad enough. They're your best friends. I'm sure they'll be fine if you tell them that you have 5 sex demons living in your house. Just have one of them show his powers. Like the mind reader. The mind reader might be a good idea. Like, to make matters worse, I was frozen in place. Please, for God's sake, someone do something other than stand there.
Who are you?
Thank you, Suzu. So, Suzu, let me explain. Just tell the truth, seriously.
What's going on here?
I have 5 boyfriends.
Who's at the door, Matthew? Oh.
Soon the other incubi appeared in the lobby with us. The situation was not getting pretty. I had to think fast. You're in your head? Seriously? They're my brothers? Oh, God. Why can't I have the option to just say, they're sex demons, please? Welcome, visitor is true.
Then why did one of them open the door?
Because they're morons.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Oh, shut up. That was a perfectly good explanation. It was no use. There was no time to lie to them. I felt helpless. They're sex demons. They're sex demons. It's 3 words. Then I felt a hand on my shoulder and felt the tension in my body almost fade away. I turned my head to see James smile at me before stepping in front of me. Is your power like emotion controlling? Because I don't like that.
We must apologize, ladies. We know the situation must be confusing for everyone. Let's take this to the dining room and we'll explain everything.
Thank you. I stared at James wide-eyed. Was he going to tell them who they were? Everything seemed surreal. But it is the best idea. Before I knew it, I was led to the dining room along with Suzu and Naomi, and sat across from their confused gazes. As soon as Naomi and Suzu sat down, Eric and Matthew placed their untouched plates of food in front of them, surprising their guests.
Whoa, this looks amazing! Thank you!
Our pleasure, ladies. We hope you enjoy your meals.
Make sure you dig in!
Oh, Matthew. I looked at Naomi and Suzu as they began to eat, visibly enjoying every bite they placed in their mouths. Hopefully the food would ease their minds for whatever James wanted to reveal. The truth. Please, for the love of God, reveal the truth. As Naomi and Suzu ate their impromptu meals, James and the other boys stood behind my chair, making me grow more red in the face.
So, Anderson, are you gonna tell us what's going on?
Well, you see, they're sex demons. Gently, James placed a hand on my shoulder again, signaling to just eat my food. As I began to eat, it spoke to Naomi and
We are
Susan.
Miss Anderson's house servants. We were hired by her late grandfather to help around the mansion, but since he has passed, we now assist Miss Anderson with living on her own.
I guess that's also a good idea, although just going ahead and saying sex demons would have been so easy.
That makes sense. It's such a huge house.
A huge house for a wonderful princess such as Miss Anderson deserves the greatest of servants to care for it.
One of them looks like he's a young boy. How can they be servants?
But why are you all dressed so casually and stuff? Aren't servants supposed to have uniforms or whatever?
Oops.
Well, Miss Anderson allows us to get comfy while we work, so she lets us wear casual clothes.
Yeah, something like that.
We're sorry if we made the situation awkward earlier.
We're very sure that Miss Anderson is also still getting used to having us as her servants. It would be very hard to explain after just a day.
If you say so, James.
I guess.
So, if I may ask, what brings you two ladies here?
Can you dial down on the charm, Eric?
Well, we wanted to see how our friend was doing. Since it's the weekend and all, usually we hang out and just chill.
Yeah, like going to the arcade and stuff.
Or the Pink Lady Cafe.
That sounds very girly.
There's an arcade?
You are so adorable.
That makes a lot of sense, ladies. Well, we don't wish to disturb you any further than we have, so we'll take our leave and start preparing the house.
What happens now if Susan and Naomi mentioned that the grandfather had servants and would the dad know he didn't have servants?
Huh? Preparing for what?
We gotta prep the house for some sort of housewarming party thing.
Our princess's parents requested a housewarming party to be held here soon.
And by soon they mean tonight.
Oh, well, I guess we can help out or something. Right, Naomi?
I thought you wanted to go to the arcade.
This housewarming thing is more important.
I really don't get the point of a housewarming.
No need. We can handle it. If you'd like to, miss, you can go out with your friends while we handle things here.
Seriously?
Thank you, Sam.
Sam, not now.
Well, I want to help out, but at the same time I want to go out with my friends. James gave me a look of understanding. Let me know that if I left, everything would be okay and I had to make a decision. Yeah, I'm sorry, Susan and Naomi, but I don't really trust them.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I'm sorry, besides, it is my housewarming party. I should help out too.
Want us to help out as well?
I think we got it all taken care of. Thanks, though, girls.
All right. We'll head on out then, so we're not in the way.
Sorry, guys. I'll hang out with you guys soon.
It's all good, Anderson. We'll definitely come to the housewarming party tonight.
Thank you. I led them back into the lobby and walked them to the doors, opening it for them with a thankful smile. Both gave me hugs before walking out to Naomi's car, which was parked in the driveway. And with that, they left. I was happy that they wanted to help, but I had to do this on my own. It was not their work, so I didn't want to force it on them just because they were my best friends. We had the entire day to work. The party was tonight and we had to do all we could to make everything right. We sat down and talked about what needed to happen before the party started that night. Each guy had been assigned a different part of the party to do, and right after lunch, we began to work. Since everything was taken care of by at least one incubus, James told me I could assist one of them. The question was, who? Matthew with the cooking. Yay, Matthew's doing the cooking. Eric with the dining room. Sam with the front yard. Damien with the lobby. James with the garden. Well, I'd want to help Matthew with the cooking because I'd like the cooking part. Mostly the dessert part. So, Matthew with cooking. I walked into the kitchen and instantly looked over at Matthew, who was quickly slicing strawberries and placing them into a nearby bowl. And that's all the time I have for now. So next time we'll see what happens in the party, I guess. So still really enjoying this. This is so much fun, this game. The voice acting, everything about this is fun, although I still think she could have just said her sex demon. So anyway, till next time. Bye.